Okay, let's go. 20 minutes on the clock. Gonna try not to get distracted. So the last few times I've done these, the connection has dropped out. So for any of you that have just joined, if the connection drops out for whatever reason, I'm going to put my fist through the computer screen. But until then, let's just try and get as much information and value as you can across. Just to remind you at any point, if you want to put any comments in the side, I will interact with them. The kind of top topics to talk about. One, I've been away for a month. I've been writing the new course. And in essence, very quickly, just to explain, I've worked with everyone in the Discord for 14 months. So started the course, worked with everyone, realized there were some small gaps, things I needed to expand on a little bit more. And my sole job is, yes, to help you, but also to reduce my load in the Discord. So I knew that some areas needed a bit of expansion. That's taken me a month. Started recording it yesterday. Should be edited in the next few weeks. Amazing, brilliant, cool. I have an operation tomorrow on a hernia. Don't worry about me. So I might be out for like another couple of days. I'll still be in the Discord though. So I was like, 1st of March, I said I wasn't posting in February, had to turn up, thought, let's go for a low effort, low outcome return, which is alive. Easy to put together, doesn't take too much of a setup. They don't perform that well, but let's get into it. Some things to talk about. So I think I've cracked why Instagram broadcasts are doing so well at the moment. So for any of you that are operating a business, I do suggest you should do primarily Reels and posting on Reels so you can be found in the Explore features. Same goes on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, whatever. Back in my day, we didn't have Explore. So the way that we got found was someone had to follow us or tell their friend about us. Any of you new to social media, you have the best time ever to try and grow your brand account because of these Explore pages. So creating videos under 3 minutes that get served to people that are interested in that, amazing. What a time to be alive. So what about carousel posts? Well, when we create videos, we need to have ebbs and flows within it. We need to start with a hook, and that hook within the first 5 seconds should allow someone to understand what the video is about, how it's going to serve them, and it should create a bit of inquisitiveness to the point that it's like an itch they want to scratch. They want to stay around to find out what you're talking about. So we'll have usually a hook, then we go into a setup. And the setup, we can labor a little bit longer because we've already won them over with the hook. Then eventually we're going to have a payoff, and there might even be like a B story. There might be some humor. There might be some other things within that reel to make it a fantastic reel. However, some people take too long to get to the point, and some people also just want you to hurry up a little bit with it. And what I think is with carousels, we have the opportunity to take people through a story where we can have a static image as a setup, static image is the hook before it, static image to portray it, and people can go through it at their own speed. And also people feel like they're in control. So they can, 1, not have headphones in, 2, not have to read your subtitles, and 3, get to the point as quick as they want through swiping. They get to determine the pace of the story in this essence. Not only that, I think that sometimes it can build an emotional connection with them, because rather than someone actually having to speak and tell you, take you on the story, you're reading it and it's kind of coming to life in your head. Carousels have now been expanded to 20 images, which give you up to 20 touch points. Each step of the story is its own image. We get to take people on a journey through maybe where we've been, maybe something that can relate to them, maybe something, old pictures, whatever it is. We can bring in nostalgia. Carousels are great because of that, because I think they engage people. Some people, a lot of people use Instagram when they can't really absorb a full 90-second reel. So would I say this is a great way to grow your channel? Probably not. But think about it this way. Reels, videos, they go out, grow your page on Explore. I think carousels are fantastic for nurturing people that already follow you to take them on story, especially to get a call to action. So if you add music to your carousel, it will also be shown into that kind of Reels Explore feed. But let's think about Reels for growing, carousels for converting. Another reason that I'm a big fan of this is we can put in call to actions that we can connect to other things like chatbots. We can use ManyChat, those of us on Meta that we use in Facebook and Instagram, where the last slide of your carousel can say, DM the word this, or comment the word this, or whatever it is, and then we can take that conversation offline. One of my chatbots on one of my carousel posts a few weeks ago got me 2,500 email addresses. And so these aren't to be slept on. I don't think they should be every post, but every once in a while, and this is when I do them, if I'm traveling or if I'm at the airport and I don't feel like getting my camera out, to go find 20 photos, you then put them into your story. This is how I do it. Put them into my story, put some text on it, save them, then exit and go back to that same folder and repeat. I then go put that in and go one by one by one. I think are amazing. So don't sleep on that. Any questions you have about that, feel free to get on the side. I'm about to go into the questions in a minute. We have got 15 minutes left. So the second thing that people are wondering about is this trial reels feature. So some of you have probably been onto Instagram and it says you've got this trials reel feature. And some of my friends were messaging me like, yo, don't sleep on the trial reels feature, bro, because I'm getting mad views. And basically what it's designed for is people are shit scared of getting unfollows. And because of that, they might post less. I've certainly got to that point. And when you get to certain following size, you think, oh, I could post this, but it's not really a value to someone. I don't want to give people a reason to unfollow me. And we take it really personally because we're fucking weirdos, most of us creators. So the trial rules feature gives you a chance to send it out to a completely cold audience. Now, most people are gaming this by repurposing their old viral content, which I do think is a good idea, because when we repurpose old viral content, our biggest worry is someone's going to go, I've already seen this before. I've already seen it. And they're going to unsubscribe. However, I've said this many, many times before. The people that are your best customers that love you the most will see what you're doing and they'll just get it. They'll go, oh, good on you, mate. They'll probably give you a double tap for the bants, because they go, James, know what you're doing. That video was a corker before. Loved it before. Love it again. I'm going to show you love. But anyway, some people are very insecure about this. So therefore, they don't particularly want to roll the dice. So having a trials reel feature is great for them to do it that way, or they can just repurpose old stuff and try and bring in a new cold audience. However, for me, didn't really see that response. It actually seems that quite a lot of the reels that banged before fell flat on their face. And I think it was because my existing following were the ones that were maybe helping the algorithm determine it was a valuable video. So when you have a red hot audience of people, they kind of carry your video through the first 10, 20, 30, 40, 50% of views, so then the algorithm can then push it to a wider audience. So the trials reel feature, I am still undecided as to whether or not I think it's the best thing since sliced bread. I really don't know. Will it stay around? Potentially, but I just don't know the purpose of it. Carousel is banging at the moment. Another thing, implementing chatbots into the stories on Instagram has, some people are worried that that's going to reduce or hinder or break the algorithm, but for me, they've been doing the opposite. So what questions do you have for me? We can keep it on Instagram, we can keep it on YouTube, we can keep it generally business. The main purpose of this video was that I needed to come back from my hiatus. Been posting some shorts, been posting some stuff, but I was like, nah, you know what? We're getting back into it. James Knight, mini mentorship, and my niche I'm going for is tradies. What do you think about this niche? We've spoken about this a bit in the Discord. I think it's too niche, bro. Like, we saw those creators that go, hey, lesbians, if you're looking to lose fat, and people are like, hold on, mate, just because you're a rug muncher, just because you like, you know, eating the beef Wellington doesn't mean that fat loss is different for you. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to really niche down, and people are going to go, oh my God, this coach helps lesbians lose fat. There's other people like, if you want to get in shape for Pride and they're gay trainers, and you're like, bro, just because the gay market is a ludicrous one, to be honest, because this is just a theory of mine from working with gay people in Fitness First. They don't have kids, so they have more disposable income. But other kind of factors I was thinking about is most heterosexual families are trying to pay off the mortgage so their kids have something in equity. But if you're a gay couple that's not having kids, you might as well just spend that shit. Disposable income, great for PTs. Anyway, sidetrack. That just doesn't seem very genuine. So when you say you want to help tradies, I get it. But then if I was to pick a cohort of men that could be terrible PT clients, I'm afraid it would probably be tradies. They drink the most, they care the least. They aren't really the most health-seeking of people. Now, I could be wrong. I haven't worked in a manual labor trade for a very, very long time. But as I said to you before, I think there are more people. If you want to help men that work a hard job, you know, that's manual labor, what about landscapers? What about people that work in telecoms? What about truck drivers? What about, you know, you could go after such a bigger segmentation of men, and your story could be about being a trader. You could be like, those of us men that work manual jobs struggle to get to the gym because, quite frankly, we do so much exercise throughout the day. So I've created a plan that takes that into account, blah, 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 blah. Because, yeah, I just don't think you should niche it down to tradies. I think you are selling yourself short, brother. Again, we have women in the mentorship that want to work with nurses. One was like, I want to help nurses. And she was like, you know, cool. I was like, right. So a nurse is a woman that puts other people before themselves, probably tired, up all night, barely got enough energy to look after themselves. Is that a nurse or is that a single mum or a mum of newborn children? So why would you only niche down into helping, nurses when postpartum mothers could be literally in the exact same problem? They need the exact same level of coaching and empathy. So probably too niche. That's what I'm thinking. Jason Bourne. My God, that's Jason Bourne. You must get that so much. You must get that. I'm sorry, bro, but I bet you got all excited when you saw the little ticker, didn't you? Bet you thought that was a bomb that you come to disarm. Jason Bourne. Not even kidding. Decided to get your PT course. Thanks for all the content advice. Can't wait to get started finally establishing a business. Good man. If you need me in the mentorship, I'm going to be there. Brad Newton. Hey, bro, come to Fitness Street and train. #1 fitness destination in the world. I doubt it. I doubt it, brother. I doubt it. Jason Bourne. What advice have you got for someone who's currently just about to start a course for becoming a qualified PT, who's new to the industry? It does have a guaranteed interview at the end with 8 jobs. I don't know what that means, but basically, bro, you need to talk to everyone. You need to talk to everyone. I've got coaches that I work with who they're like, yeah, I speak to 3 people a day. I'm like, that's not enough, bro. When I used to PT and I would do 7, 8, 9 sessions in a day, when I would leave, I remember I'd get my car keys and I would see the car key and realize how shit my car was. And I'd go, James, you're not going home until you talk to 10 people. No, I didn't set the success ratio as getting 10 clients or 10 consults. I said, James, go talk to 10 people. So I'd go, oh, for fuck's sake. So I got upstairs into the cardio room in the gym. And the first thing I'd do is I was like, just talk to 10 people and hopefully no one says anything. So I go over, I'll be like, hey, you're right. Anything you need help with? No, cool. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you back here. Love it. Oh, by the way, if you do this, it's a little bit better. And I'm there and I'm like 3. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm a runner. Then I'm here. I'm like, sweet. I only need to talk to 4 more people and I get to go home. Go to the next one. Hey, and she's like, oh, can I ask you about personal training? I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I want to go home. But then I'd get someone booked in for a consult next week. Even then, that was on my way out the door at 7:30 p.m. This is my saying that I'm going to get put on a t-shirt. You can be bored or you can be broke, but you can never be both. Because if you're broke and bored, you're not doing enough work. Okay. TJ Power, welcome. Call my dopamine's going, bro. Hey, brother, currently living in Sydney. Cool. Focus on short form content on YouTube vids for fitness info product. If you put it on YouTube, it has to be packaged, right? If you want to put it on YouTube, you're going to have 8 videos that have been well curated and thought about and packaged. If you go how to bench press, no one's going to give a fuck. So I'd say short form because you can get in front of people's faces. Most people that vibe with short form fitness content never wanted to watch it in the first place. You know what I mean? Like if you put something on YouTube, it's just going to get ignored unless it's a story of how someone lost weight, how someone did this, how someone did desired thing without having to give up or sacrifice something. Short form content, you could be like, did you know that raising your heels in a squat makes that? And you're like, oh, no, I didn't know that. So a little bit easier that way. Okay. Equilibrium Paris. What a name. I have 205,000 followers on Instagram. Just started an ecom brand about tea infusion, but I have difficulty to convert and scale the business. Any advice? 205,000. I want your email list to be at least 20.5 thousand. Minimum, it should be 20%. Your email list should be 40,000. So Equilibrium Paris, let me ask you this. How big is your email list? Because if it is not 40,000, it does not reach my gold standard for email list to social size ratio. But let's get into it. Let me know. David, my business is 7 years old, basically built it for free on their platform to grow my audience. IG took the drug away and now I need to pay for the audience now. Any way to revive? I don't understand what you mean. What was the business? What is the business? Bakes, take a shot every time James says email marketing. Thank you. That could be dangerous. George, hi, James. Won't say thank you for using my dad's business, Extreme Signs, for your Newtonic recent vehicle graphics. Is that your dad's? Sick. Wait, mate, can you ask your dad for me? Did he say, let's have a look. Are we, Extreme Signs. Is it called Extreme Signs? I'm not sure it is. That could be one I've inquired with, but it might not be the one I'm going ahead with. Oh. But yeah, whereabouts is his business there? Because I did inquire to a few places. James, thanks for your advice. Valid point. I'm making it for lots of men in a difficult position being busy. Do you think it'd be something worth selling as a product to help tradies? Mate, again, when it sounds really bad, I'm not going to speak on behalf of all tradies, but it's like trying to get bar staff into fitness. Have a wider net, mate. Have a wider net. And because if you catch the wrong fish, that's fine as well. Stan Hutch, any advice for someone doing their first BJJ comp? I'm a white belt. Don't worry too much about winning. That's what I would say. Just go. If you can go and enjoy, if you can go to a jiu-jitsu comp and enjoy it, you'll beat everyone else because you went there and had a better day than them. Have you found CTR better to use replicate thumbnails or using your own? Click-through rates. I haven't actually noticed anything that much better using AI thumbnails, but let's give it a bit more time. Next time I launch a new YouTube video, I'm going to A/B split AI with legitimate thumbnails, and I'm going to build some evidence and some data. And the second I do, I'm going to make sure that I share it with everyone in the mentorship. Hey, bro, currently running a few businesses in Sydney, struggling to build a personal brand because I feel the audience gets disassociated because each video is so different settings-wise. Any advice? What are the businesses? And where are you doing this all through one page? Remember, I started a new YouTube. I started a new page because it's hard to have several audiences give a fuck. Okay. Jason Bourne. I'll make sure to get on it. I had a few casual combos today at the gym already. A leisure center has 8 jobs, so I'll probably get that. Mate, talk to everyone. Talk to everyone. There's no way you can't be the busiest motherfucker in the gym and not walk away with more clients than everyone else. Lewis, I know you're saying not to work for the gym and to pay rent instead. We suggest going straight to rent from the start and using the pressure to get clients faster. Yeah, pretty much. The gym, most gyms, I've never seen any gym pay anything less than minimum wage. Just haven't. Trust me. If I gave you the opportunity, would you like an hour to go out there and build your business, or do you want 12 quid and wipe down a leg press? It should never be the leg press that's what you want. Coach, ever boosted a reel on Instagram that's gone viral? I haven't. Some people do. What I would do is potentially, if that reel is getting you information, if it's getting you leads, if it's getting you emails, or it's growing your following, if you can put a small amount of money down and get a big response back, absolutely. What I would also do is make a better version of that reel. Straight away, make a better version. Put more effort, more scripting, more planning, more B-roll. Because if you've stumbled across a recipe for success and it's doing well, let's put another fucking one out, bro. Let's get some friends, hold some cameras, because you've obviously struck gold somewhere. Let's see if it's a one-off. And then if the next video does well, do a better version of it as well. Mr. Beast just keeps doing better and better videos. It's all the same 10 videos over and over. He just changes some of the props. Tyler, thanks. Your content has been changed. Thank you. Would you create a BJJ Fitness? Would you create BJJ Fitness content on our podcast channel? Okay, the Grappler's Perspective podcast. Will the audience too broke to consider for business? No, I think you could definitely do it. I think the S&C market for grapplers is a difficult one. I wouldn't sell a product, I'd sell a service if I was you. I think that grapplers need to be held accountable. You know, even if you were to just say, hey, you can keep doing your weights, but we're going to give you non-negotiable S&C for jiu-jitsu based on whether you're gi or no gi. You get a new workout every week. It costs this. I think a subscription model would be good. Because then imagine having 1,000 grapplers on a subscription weekly model where they get a new workout every week. I'm in Trinidad. Do you believe Instagram could be holding us back from full reach here in the Caribbean? Maybe. I don't know. George, Extreme Signs. Oh, this was in the UK. They did the truck. I'll tell you now, you lot are my boys. I'm getting the Porsche wrapped. And then I want to get my suitcase wrapped as well. I want to get this with a new tonic eye on the side, so I can get drunk and swing it around and hit people with it. James, I'm in your mentorship, learned a ton, thank you. Mills, hello James, I wanted to create a channel for dad, wanted to raise confident boys without showing my face because of what work I do. Could be difficult, mate. Faceless channels can be very difficult. People want to build a brand with someone that they know. What do you do for work? And also for dad that want to raise their confident boys. Could be a difficult one. I don't know, if I'm honest. I've never done a faceless channel. I couldn't give you advice. Can you make decent money starting a darts YouTube channel? Maybe. It depends what a darts YouTube channel does. Does it solve problems? Does it make people better at darts? If you ask me to invest in your business, I don't think we're there yet. Let's put it that way. You know what I mean? If there was money to be made in darts, I'm not sure that's where it would be. I use an AI for script writing. No, I don't think it is as good as humans would be. So yeah. P.S. Come chat to us about BJJ sometimes. Sure. How important is live video? Good last question. I think live videos, right? For me, it meant this morning I had just a little bit of spare time. I wanted to put a video out. And for me, rather than trying to get a perfect video out, I just wanted to get a video out. This is probably the biggest lesson that you can take from today's video, is sometimes just turning up and doing a rep is way more important than doing something perfect. For me, I said that I was going to come back in March. It's the 1st of March. I've got jiu-jitsu, then I've got my baby later. So I wanted to make sure that I did what I said I was going to do. So for you guys today, rather than trying to make a perfect reel, a perfect video, perfect whatever, just get something out. Because when we set success as a metric, success should be turning up every day and putting out helpful content, not putting out something perfect. Cool. So now it's my chance to say to you guys, right, in the link to the description here, you've got 3 options. You can check out the mentorship. There's 30 days of free business advice, which you're like, he wouldn't give us really good business advice. Well, the majority of people buy between days 19 and days 21. Another reason you should do that is because you could steal it. You could run away with it. You could use it as your own. And you go, Jesus Christ, I saw James's email sign up and it actually was so good. I use it myself in my own business. And the third thing is now, guys, do you remember young Lucas from the Simon Squibb video? He is now logged in to this business account and he has now listened to the whole course that I've rewritten. So Lucas has now become an expert in the business mentorship. If you wish to chat to Lucas, you can just DM this and just say, hi, Lucas. If you go in there, you can ask him anything. He sat through the entire course that we re-recorded. So he'll be able to answer any questions that you have. And if he ends up converting you to join the mentorship, he gets 10%. So there are your 3 options. Or if you're not interested, that's also completely fine. I wish you have the best day ever. If there's a live stream tomorrow, you know it's because for whatever reason, I didn't get a video out. Good to see you guys. Speak to you guys in a bit. Have a good day. Don't forget to click the links in the description. See you guys soon.